What's up, everybody? My name is Eric. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I wanted to go ahead and try something a little bit different. So a little bit backstory. I'm not a YouTube person. This is the first time I've really looked into it. I wanted to try something new. I've never done it before, so I decided I'd learn how to create videos, do some editing. And really the reason I did it is because I found out that Asheron's call was not dead. It's a very much alive product now. It's not in its true sense where it was back in the day with Turbine and Microsoft. They've shut it down. But the community's created an emulator, and there are public servers out there that you can join, just like the old days. So it's kind of cool. I discovered that a few months back, and so I've been playing ever since, and I've been pretty hooked on it. So, but I did find it difficult to get back into after all those years, and so I decided that I would start making a Let's Play series, kind of to put out there what I've discovered along the way. I know it's definitely not a unique idea. There's millions of Let's Plays, but I figured it'd be a good way to get my feet wet. Start recording videos and learning how to edit and record and play the game I love. So with that, I've wanted to kind of deviate from that for a little bit, and the character I've been playing in those Let's Play is this guy, Gavik Scorn. He started at level 0, created him, and walking him through all the starter quests, the facility hub quests, got him up to about level 50-ish. And since then, I've just kind of been grinding, and now he's at 151. So what I wanted to kind of do is I've been editing videos for a little while, and wanted to take a little bit of a break from that and just kind of play. And so what these are going to be, they're going to be kind of raw, and they're going to be kind of mid-level. I wanted to also do some things, kind of show maybe what people will typically do, and that's grind. It's a game of grind. So if you don't like grind, it's probably not your game. But if you do, it's certainly plenty of that to go around. So I was putting these together. I'm gonna put maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. I don't know how many total, but we'll put some out there to basically show you what I do on a daily basis. I'll go through the kill tasks that I run, and kind of show you how I level. So with that, thanks for joining, appreciate it, and grab some popcorn. So this is Gavik Scorn, my main character. Character is level 150, and what I'm gonna do, I just do it. So I try to stack quests, and really what I work on primarily right now is some of the kill tasks that are out there. There's quite a few that you can kind of run in parallel as you're going. So the first one I grab, and I'm not going to buff for this, I'm probably stupid, but I'm just going to run with Teth and hope I don't get killed. Yeah, I'm already getting smacked by stuff. But so the first one I grab is the Armoredillo quest. Pick it up back here. So we'll go talk to, who's this guy? Sakur? Not sure how you pronounce it, but he'll give you the plate Armoredillo's quest. And as you see the arrows, so the arrows, if you're not familiar with it, this is one of the plugins. I think it's called a mob tracker. You could Google it, but it's ultimately going to allow you to add. It gives you some presets first off that'll like Banished, Fallen, rare creatures, golem bosses. So things that are pre-selects that will automatically, when you're in vicinity of them, they'll start showing these arrows. You can also build your list here by adding. I probably shouldn't have clicked on that, but oh, it's down here. Mob display. You can click this drop down. It's got all the mobs, all the creatures in it, so you can select and add them to be tracked. And then when you run across them, like here, I've got plate armadillos. They're going to show up on your screen with these arrows. So let me go ahead and I guess let's go ahead and buff up here. This thing, when it's open, it's really laggy. So just to keep that in mind, if you don't want to go into this crazy lag mode, make sure you close it before you start running again. But I'll go ahead and buff up right now. So as I'm buffing here, this is, if you're familiar with Asheron's Call, and especially nowadays, then you're familiar with the plugins and things. But if not, this one's called Verindi Tank, and this is really the most popular, probably the most popular plugin or set of plugins or bundle out there right now. And it allows you to do a ton of stuff, but one of the things that is very helpful is just it auto buffing you. So I don't know. I used to buff manually a long time ago, and even recently, but I found out that it just, in this case, it's just easier to just run the macro and have it buff everything for you. Alrighty, let's see. Let's get geared up. Now let's get our armor buffs. I don't know how loud the effects are coming across right now, but I'll adjust it and edit and make sure it's not making anyone deaf like it's making me deaf right now. Alright, I should have it covered. Alright, let's go kill some stuff. So I'm running a archer with summoning. So one thing that the advantage of this character has is that you can run your pet out here. You kill something. Oh, hopefully I didn't kill it. Ah, crap! I just killed it. And I killed that one too. All right, let's try this one. All right. So I get a hit on it. My pet gets a hit on it. And I get credit for 2 kills. So it's kind of a cool feature of an archer pet. A poo-flinging animal lover. And I won't loot just to save time. There's not probably a ton of stuff here that really means much of anything anyway. Alright, well, typically what I would do is when I come across a pack of these, unleash my pet and then do what I just did and get 2 kills for 1. But I did not do that. We'll do it right here, hopefully. There we go. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, one a quest stack. So this Hyam here is actually part of the Elementals kill task. So I think it's Hyam, Caustics. I forget what the other two. There's so that guy's Frost, the Caustic's Acid. I forget what the other two are, but there's two more in the Elementals kill task. So I'll leave him for now because I'm not flagged for that quest. But we'll go get flagged right now. And so I've got that. So I'm going to go to next place I want to go to is Stonehold. Wow, my stuff has moved around now. I don't know. Too busy tinkering with things. All right, I'll go to Stonehold. So it's Stonehold. We're gonna pick up the rare, the Fallen, and the Banished kill task from Belinda in here. And I've already started the rare, so it's 16 out of 50. But it also gives you the, she wants you to kill the elusive banished creatures and the fallen creatures. I haven't got to the fallen yet. Those are out of my pay grade at this point. Maybe I haven't gone to look. It's in BOD, and I'm not Valley of Death, and I'm not strong enough to be there yet. I don't think. Maybe, but for now, I talked to Zahir. Zahir is going to give me the Essence quests. So, like I just mentioned, Caustic, Synast, Inferno, and Hyam. And so that's the general ones that I pick up, and then the next one I'll pick up is going to be the I think it's called the Copper Dungeon. It's the Viamontian kill task. So to get there, the easiest way to get here is we have to go. I actually have to go to the back tunnels I forget what this island's called, but we'll see it when we get here. And I found the easiest way to get there. Maybe there's a better one, but the easiest way I've found to get there for now is just to go to the Othoi Soldier's Nest and Facility Hub. That's going to drop you relatively close. And then we'll run for a couple clicks. And so once we pick this one up, then we'll be flagged for all the quests I typically do. I was thinking about doing the Moorsman Townsfolk quest or Moswart Townsfolk quest, but I think I'll leave it off this one for now. Maybe I'll do it later today, but it's a smaller at level 150. That quest is worth 15 million, so it's still worth doing, I think. But I'll leave it off for now. We'll go do the Crystalline Wisp quest first. Yeehaw! All right, so in this tunnel, the back tunnels down here. We're gonna come down and we're gonna talk to What's your name, buddy? What's your name? Your name is Robert Gut Smasher. Yeah, so he's going to want you to kill, what is it, 50 Viamontian Knights, Man-at-Arms, what it is. So, all right, so we're flagged for that one. All right, so we're all set. We're flagged for the ones that we're going to do immediately. So let's go ahead and the next thing I do is, so we'll do the Crystalline Wisp first. And this one's going to get roughly about 90 million experience in 10 or 15 minutes, if all goes well. All right, so now this is my own server. I try to play as straight up as I can. I don't go into God mode. I don't use any hacks or anything. I don't give myself items or any of that stuff. But I do use the map teleport feature. I don't know if it's a feature or not. It's part of the emulator that I discovered accidentally and went, oh, I don't remember that from the original. So, but I do use this and to get me in around a lot quicker. So where we want to head to is in Dyer's at 14.6 south, 62.2 west. There's a Resonant Portal, and that'll get you up onto this plateau up here where you can kill Crystalline Wisp. There's also a Crystalline Portal as well for a quest up there, and maybe I'll make a video on that at some point. But for now, we're gonna just teleport ourselves and hope for the best. Try about right there. Let's see how close we get. Yeah, 2 clicks, not too bad. All right. And so by stacking the quests, I generally, just right on cue, run into some more plate dillos, so I can continue to work on these quests as I go. Do the Crystalline quest, Crystalline Wisp quest. 2 dillos, 1 arrow, I guess is another way to put it. And I said I wasn't going to loot, but I'm going to loot the peas. That's generally what I do when I'm on a run. I figure collect enough peas at least to get pay for my mana stones and whatever else, you know, cost of doing business stuff. I never, and that's maybe another one I need to get flagged for, these boss golem quests for each of the varying levels. It's, I'm Sludge Lord and all the way up to some platinum boss golem that you can get flagged for in the different cities by the different on. I don't want to kill any shards right now. I don't care. They never drop anything anyway. I don't know why I have them flagged. Maybe I'll take that off at some point. All right, so here's the portal. And when you get at the top of the portal, there's this Orgid. So you want to talk to Orgid. Probably slaughtering the name, but you talk to this guy, and he's going to want you to kill 100 wisps. So that'll, once we complete that quest, that gives you 20 or 30 million. I can't remember which one, but 20 or 30 here. But the better, or the supplemental to this kill task is this guy right here, Takashi Ando. As you're killing the Crystalline Wisp, you pick up these shards, and they drop 2 different kinds. They drop these standard crystalline shards, and then they drop the rare crystalline shards. So you collect those on your way as you're doing that quest and turn them in afterwards. But I've built up an abundance of them here, so I'm going to go ahead and turn them in right now. And the standard ones don't at a 150 don't really give you much. They give you 50 per, and you can turn in 20 of them to this guy. So it's at 1 million. You get 1 million. Not really. Almost hardly worth the clicking. Sure, there's a way you could just give them the whole stack, and he would take it. It's probably something that, well, certainly something that would have been nice if they had included to begin with. But for the rares, you can give them 10 at a time. So at least that's a bonus. Oh, I've already given them way more than 20, haven't I? All right, so 1 million there, but this is the good one. So this one will get you my level, and the percentages increases with time. I think up to maybe it's, I don't know what the max is, but almost 65 million there. So pretty nice little chunk for a few minutes of work. All right, these are all down below, so I'm going to clear my tracking on this for now. So I don't have a whole bunch of arrows pointing at us. All right, let's just start killing dudes. I'm not sure when I started doing this quest at what level. I think it was around 130, maybe 140. It's something like that. But these guys will launch some spells at you, so it can be a little bit dicey. Not too bad, a little bit. At least for me anyway. I'm sure there are people out there that are like, yeah, this is cake. But not too bad. All right. Ball cruising. Hello, June. What's going on? These wisps, they drop fairly, I don't know, so loot. It's really not great. I mean, obviously the things you want to collect are the crystalline shards, but every once in a while they'll drop a P, sometimes a gold Ps, or even once in a while a pyreal P. Very rarely, but once in a while. I want that. Oh, I said I wouldn't loot, right? All right, let's move on. All right. There's that magma. Yeah, we don't want him right now, though. We don't magma golem, that boss. Again, I probably need to I should get flagged for that one as well, and I could stack even more quests on top of it, but next time. All right, these things do drop a ton of sturdy iron keys for what that's worth. I mean, sturdy iron keys are not what they used to be back in the day. Early on, though, you still get some stuff, but 5. I'm at 10. There we go. There's a silver. So obviously like looting peas because they're light, super light, and get quite a bit for them. It's always a good thing when you're going on runs like this. Just an alternative. If I wasn't recording, I would probably just loot everything and salvage as I go. You can get a a ton of by real trade notes, money, cash, or salvage, as well as obviously stuff you can use for tinkering. But very lightweight when you salvage, so I'll typically burn everything as I go, and turn it into stacks of salvage. Yeah, whatever. I guess I fight these guys solo. Oh, there you go. Oh. Oh. Just come join the party, Lugian. There we go. Oh yeah, and a hollow to boot. There you go. Those are always fun to fight. So Lugians back in the day, before they got their hollow weapons, I forget what patch that came in, but it used to be. So I was a gimp. I was my first character. I think I spec jump. I don't know. I did a bunch of silly stuff, as I'm sure a lot of us did. But back in the day, I actually was able to use, to an extent, my gimpiness to my advantage when it came to Lugians. Used to hang out in the Citadel, and there was a ledge where the Giga, I think it was the Giga Lugians, used to spawn in at, and then they would jump down from the ledge and attack whoever's down in there. But my jump was so gimped out that I could jump on a Lugian's head, and then I could jump up onto the platform, and then as the Gigas spawned, they would aggro me instead of jumping down, and so it didn't make a lot of people happy. Okay. But I was able to get a majority of the kills that way. If you were one of the people back in the day that I stole a Lugian kill from, I apologize today. Alright, I'm going to do a cut 2 on this. But basically we've got 38 more to kill. So. Actually, there we go. Maybe I'll stick around. There's a Pyreal P. So, not great loot, but not too bad. Or I should say, not great loot very often, but when it does, it's pretty good. Alright, so here's the stacking quest part that's comes in handy for a pet reset. I'm using fire on these guys. I don't think fire's the right one to be using, actually. I think they're lightning. Yeah, and speaking of sturdy iron keys not being what they were, the Gigas were the ones that dropped the sturdy iron keys back in the day. There's probably others, but that was one of the big ones kind of early on. It dropped 6 on the regular. So I think that might have been another reason I'd probably upset some people. But you get some good stuff from them. Oh, they will drop on occasion. They will drop the encapsulated spirits as well. So that's nice when you have a pet. So if you don't know what those are used for, your pet has so many uses. So this one has 24 remaining. I think they start with 50. So if you use that on your pets, it will restore the number of uses. So almost like a heal for your pet, kinda, sorta. All right, what we got here? So another plate. Get you out of the way first. And I gotta remember to check my arrows. Starting to run low. Too bad. Alright, 86. I guess we'll just keep going. I thought there was another one there. What are you doing? You hiding out behind me? That was your job, Waspy. You should have took him out sooner. Alright, should be the last batch. Maybe one more. One more set. Out of that, we'll get that. crystal up in the ground up ahead, and that should finish off the quest for us. I get this Dillo before my pet expires. I don't know if I can. Maybe. Get him. Get him. There you go. Alright, so 20 and 25, and then we'll finish our Wisp quest right here. Alright, let's head back and turn in. So there's 3 NPCs up here. The one in the middle, so these platforms up here, there's another quest to, oh, come on. Leave me alone. I'm trying to explain something. Alright, so there's platforms over there that, for another quest, it's the, I forget what the quest is for, but you got to parkour your way across, and there's a bound wisp at the end of it, and there's a marker that you gotta get to and select. Once you've done that, then you're flagged. You'll be flagged by that NPC, and we'll look at him in a minute. You get flagged by that NPC to do the Crystalline Portal quest down here. Alright, are we quite done? Thanks. Yeah, so right here's where it starts. You just kind of traverse your way across, down, all the way over there. I probably should have killed my way back, since these things are all going to chase me all the way to the finish line here. But whatever. Whatever. You want to die, we can kill you as well. That agnostic's coming to chase us just to join in the party. Yeah, you better go back home. Alright, so back to Orjit, and he gave 20 million. So not too bad. I don't know how long it took, maybe 15 minutes or so. And between a combination of the rare crystals, the regular ones, and this, you got, you know, roughly 85, 90, something like that. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, and from here, we're gonna make our way, oh, we gotta go this way, don't we? It doesn't matter. We're gonna try to make our way to the coast, and we'll kill. So we got flagged for the elemental quest. And we got flagged for the Armoredillo quest. So as we're making our way back, leave me alone. Oh, not the triple jump. Oh, yeah, not bad. As we're making our way back, we'll inevitably run into more Armoredillos, and we'll run into some Hyam along the way. Come on, man! I just killed a whole bunch of your relatives. Why do you want to attack me? The Goldies now. Them. So Banderling Thrashers, I've got a hardcore hatred for Banderling Thrashers, and The reason being, so back in the day, my patron was probably the most awesome patron anyone could have. We'd go out and hunt together and hang out together. We actually became good friends for a while. I've lost contact with him since, which kind of sucks, but great guy. Out in the Dyers, probably somewhere close to here. Yeah, maybe closer to Ambacor. But had no business being where I was. And back then, you could. It was kind of cool. You could fling an arrow at a group of them. You could run until they stopped chasing. And so I'm telling a story. You'll kill these Hyams. These are part of the elemental quest. So we got a nice little couple here. So you could pull a pack and then run like chickens, and then when they stopped chasing you, if you went back and you shot the same one, now you would separate from the pack, and you could we would tag team that Thrasher, and that worked well until it didn't, and I got killed by a Thrasher. Well, the rest of the story is that we had been on probably a 12 to 16 hour marathon run, which if you played Asheron's Call, that's not a surprise really. You'd run, well, maybe 16 hours is exaggerating, but certainly 8 to 10 hour days are not unheard of. And it was late after a long run. It was probably 2 or 3 in the morning, and he's exhausted, I'm exhausted, and we're just kind of playing in zombie mode, and I die. And I don't have any death items on me because I'm stupid. And back in the day, you could get these robes. I don't know, maybe you still can, but back in the day, you could get these death robes. And but I didn't have any. I didn't have any on me, so all my loot, all my armor, or not my loot, all my armor, all my equipment, all my not everything, but I lost most of my level 6 protects. And I'm like, dude, I'm done. I'm done. I gotta go to bed. I can't live anymore. And so I went to bed. And he's like, man, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. And he's he's a good friend, so he had loot permissions. And so he stayed up. He stayed up another 3 or 4 hours, making his way back. And this was before, the easy portal, easy travel. This is going through death to get to my corpse. And dude, got all my stuff back. And when I woke up in the morning, it was like Christmas Day. Name was DMX, and if you're out there, buddy, it was it's a pleasure running with you. Hope you're doing well. All right, what do we got? So, shadows are another one that I have a hate for. Quite a bit easier to fight nowadays than it was back then. I'd see an Umbrous shadow and I'd run like hell. Let alone the Penumbris or whatever the next guys are. And can always use shards. All right, so the next quest we're going to do, we're going to try to finish off the Armoredillo as we're running towards the beach. And usually they're kind of up in the mountains up here. They're all over, but generally I see a lot of them up in these mountains. So we'll head in that direction, and if we find any Hyam along the way, we'll kill them as well. There's a plate. Pick that plan after we're done. It's a is that? Okay, just one more. All right, almost done. And we just needed one more, right? Penumbris. Umbris. Umbris. Yeah, there's no way I would try to attack these guys back when, not in a group like this. So, life's gotten a lot better. All right, get you guys real quick and we'll move along. Wow, I don't know if I've seen very many packs of 4. This must have been a close spawn, maybe. Usually it's 1, 2, or 3, not 4. Maybe it was 1, 3. Don't know. Don't care. As long as you're dead. All right. So now we're gonna make our way to the shore, and I might teleport there because we're the real. When you're doing the elemental kill quest, the hope is to, at least at this level, the hope is to run into a coral viceroy golem. Those are the boss golems, and they always have the caustics in mass as their posse. So we're going to hope for that, and that makes the quest go really quick. In the meantime, typically I'd run past these. Where'd my attack go? There we go. I'd run past these golds, but in packs of 3, you will typically get that guy. Dire Champion Golem, and Dire Champion Golem will give you, oh, look, we got a couple, what do you know there? At 150, you will get 5 million, I think is what it is for the champion token. So not a bad little haul if I could kill this guy. I'm not sure what's going on here. Yeah, I guess they're just harder to kill. Like Steven Seagal, hard to kill. Probably using the wrong pet on him, I'm sure. Yeah, so these guys drop the what are they called? Dire Champion token, and I think once you've, like a lot of these things, they progress percentage-wise as you level. Starting at, I don't know, maybe 900K experience, and I think up to 5 million maybe. So not, I mean, that was 10 million right there in a matter of a minute. So not, or 2, not so bad at all. All right, so let me check my buffs real quick. I think we're looking pretty good. 18 minutes. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna teleport. And typically those caustics hang out at this little. Down here, there's this little kind of series of archipelagos or whatever they're called, jetties. I don't know what they're called, but it's generally where I find a lot of the Yeah, so these right here. I find a lot of the Visceroys. So if we're lucky, we find a pack and find our magma golem again. Only you were a Viceroy. If we get lucky, we'll find the Viceroy and we'll get the elemental kill quest knocked out pretty quick. If the run's going real well, I can sometimes get through the Armoredillo. There's a caustic. I can get to the Armoredillo. I can get to the Crystalline Wisp. I can get to this elementals, and I can sometimes get through the Viamontian. And then I'll pick up the rares. The rares, the Banished on the next buff series. And now I gotta change. Oh, that's lightning. Okay, we're good there. All right, so he's got 6. Another one out here. Come on. See if I can get him before my pet disappears. Come on, dude. Help me out. Help a brother out. There you go. And I will loot caustics. Caustics, yeah. Saying that right. I will loot caustics. Because these guys will drop peas. Not quite a few of them. And they also drop these acidic elemental essence, which you can turn in for, I think they're half a mil, something like that. All right, so we got 8 of 25. We're gonna kill every shadow along the way as well. No mercy. All right, there's not one here, but a lot of times there will be one that shows up right in this spot. But not today, just the old strife. The old strife. Don't think I didn't see you. Time for you. All right, there's one. Really? Come on, buddy. Let's play. There you go. get you out of the way so we can get through here. Where do I want to go? Let's go this way. So what we got? Yeah, you guys are gonna start chasing me. Leave me alone. You leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. There we go. There's one. There's two. What? There we go. A little bit of money. A little bit of money. You come over here too. Join the party. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get lucky today and see the boss. But if I was at work, I wouldn't want to see the boss anyway. Sometimes he'll pop up over here, and every once in a while he'll pop up at the end of this. Where are we at? Malignant Tabernacle. Yeah, at the end of this island, whatever, archipelago, whatever the hell it's called. Not today, just a single. Howdy, boys. Ah, shoot. I ran out of arrows, which I said earlier that I needed to make some, didn't I? Alright, don't kill me. Wait here, stop fighting me while I make stuff to kill you. Hello, fellas. Let's get you, since I don't like you. Actually, I hate you. Over here so I can loot you easier. Come on. There you go. An iron P. That's all you got for me. Oh, a lead P. Even worse. Alright. Whatever. Maybe your big brother has something for me. Nope. Alright, I'm going to let your set live because I really want to try to get through this before my buffs wear off. 6 minutes. Can we pull it off? If we find the Viceroy, we're in good shape. If not, it's going to be close. Gonna be close. Alright. You know what? I need to check out this lighthouse one of these days. I forget what that quest is. There's somebody up at the top wanting something or wanting me to do something. So maybe I'll do that and make a video. There's one thing about Asheron's Call. There's never a shortage of stuff to do. Plenty to do. Plenty to do. What did I say? 4 minutes. Nope, not going to happen. Not going to happen. This quest is a little bit like going to the casino and dropping some quarters in the old slot machine. If you're lucky, well, usually you get, you know, a cherry. Yeah, you win $1. But every once in a while, the 3 7s pop up, aka the Viceroy, and this quest ends pretty quickly. Not happening today, but sometimes. I see you. All right, I'm going to cut the video here. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you joining. I'll pick up in the next one.